No, DB Rye, say it ain't so. You're not gonna do a Dragon Ball what if with your own OC character, are you? OC being original character. Well, yes. Hey guys, DB Rye here, and today I'm going to be starting a new what if. And this one is, what if Barne was born instead of Goku? Now, for those of you who've been with us in this channel for a while, you probably know who Barne is and probably watched What If Bardock Stopped Lord Frieza, and probably have been watching the What If Gine, the mother of Goku, survived. Barne is the third Saiyan child in these stories of Bardock and Gine, in some scenarios where they survived. So, with Barne being the mascot of this channel, I thought it's about time she had a what if starring herself. And I admit I did really put off doing this. I always had plans to sort of do this, but I honestly wanted someone else to suggest it in the comments first. You know, if someone wanted to see Barne have her own what if, and under this circumstance, then I would do it. And well, someone finally requested it, so now we're finally going to get it. And this is, what if Barne was born instead of Goku? So what if Barne was the second child instead of Goku? And so, in order to tell this story, we need to go back to post-Planet Vegeta, before Frieza blows it up. And well, from the beginning, we've got Barne in a nursing capsule. Now, just because she's born second, don't worry, we're not changing anything about her. Any power level that she was born with in this timeline is in any other timeline, and any other what if I've done with her is still hers, including with any latent abilities she might have. So don't worry, I'm not changing that. In fact, I think that's going to be part of what's going to make this story so interesting. So, unlike little Kakarot, she's not a late bloomer, and before Planet Vegeta is destroyed, she's out and about and walking around, even learning how to talk. Now, just like her brother Kakarot and Raditz, it is showing on the readings that she is a low-class Saiyan. Her level is about on par with what Raditz was when he was born, which was still better than Kakarot's. However, luckily for Barne, any traits of her special abilities, for those of you who haven't seen the what ifs with Barne in them, I'm trying not to spoil what this is, but I think it's pretty obvious what it is. Anyway, that part of her was never detected, and luckily she wasn't banished like with other certain overly powered Saiyan that we know of. And well, one day when Bardock finally returns home from his latest mission, like he does in Dragon Ball Minus, he's having some thoughts that Frieza intends to blow up the planet. For the first time, he meets his daughter, who's already flying around. She's already flying around, laughing, having a good old time, and sort of assisting Mother in the kitchen, just sort of flying around, giving her, you know, vegetables and whatnot to chop up and meats to chop up. And well, Bardock was introduced to his daughter for the first time. And well, he's already gone ahead and made the decision. He's going to steal a pod for her and get her off-world as quickly as they can before Frieza can blow up the planet. Gine having some resistances for this, but at least she got to hold her child in her arms this time, and got to spend a little bit of time with her daughter. And it's still very heartbreaking that they got to send her away, but it is for the best because Frieza does indeed intend to blow up the planet. So, with Barne strapped in her little Saiyan armor into the space pod and shot off into the cosmos, well, we know what happens next. Frieza does indeed blow up Planet Vegeta within the next couple of days. And well, so far with Nappa, Raditz and Vegeta being the only survivors that Frieza knows of. So Barne is basically being sent to Earth instead of Goku in this timeline, because Goku does not exist. It was Barne born instead of him. And well, much like in the original, she lands at Mount Paozu, just like Goku did in the original, and is found by Grandpa Gohan. And, you know, obviously, little girl, a bit strange that she has a tail, but it's clear she doesn't belong anywhere, and, well, supposing I should actually come up with a name for you. But the daughter's able to go, Barne, because that is her name. She can talk a little bit. Barne, is that your name? It's a very weird and interesting name. But alright, Barne it is. And well, much like Gine, she's very gentle and kind-natured. So she's not giving Grandpa Gohan a hard time. She's already a kind, loving child, basically. You know, being related to Gine, I guess, would have that sort of effect on you. And you know, she didn't see much of Raditz before Raditz was shipped off with Vegeta and Nappa, so Gine was the only influence she had prior to Grandpa Gohan. So this would mean that Barne turns out basically just as fun-loving as Kakarot in the original story. And because Barne does have some idea on what she is, this would actually mean that Gohan gets to survive to the present day. You know, there's no secret. Barne doesn't hit her head or anything like that, because, well, quite frankly, she can already fly. So there's no way she's going to fall into a canyon, hit her head, and there's no secret. She knows she's a Saiyan, and she is fully aware on what happens with the full moon. Gine told her that. So to battle, to prevent the whole Great Ape trampling Gohan, Barne would wear Roshi sunglasses that Grandpa Gohan had spares of lying around. And well, because Grandpa Gohan is around for this timeline, Barne's childhood is a little bit different to what Goku's was in the original. Yes, Gohan liked to stay up on Mount Paozu and be alone. However, he did decide to take her into the city once, because after all, she can fly away, so she's pretty mobile. So it's best she knows how Zenny works and money works, you know, so in case she does fly around and visit the cities, she's not going to get herself into any trouble, you know, like stealing something accidentally or something like that, not knowing that, oh, you need money to pay for these things. It's not just yours to take. So she has a much better education and understanding on how the world works, unlike her original counterpart. And, yeah, it's always a treat to go to the city with Grandpa Gohan and have him buy her an ice cream cone. And, because Grandpa Gohan is around with her to the present day before Bulma shows up, she's able to train with Grandpa Gohan and essentially becoming stronger than what Goku was in this timeline. You know, now Grandpa Gohan didn't put her through as intense training regimen as what Master Roshi puts Goku through in the World Tournament saga. It's still intense, but it's very died down, and there's always a lot of sparring matches between them. In fact, her training at this point, she can already do the Kamehameha perfectly, to Grandpa Gohan's surprise. But hey, that's Saiyan warriors for you. Quick to adapt and all that. And well, this sort of lifestyle would continue until Bulma makes her appearance. Now, unlike the original, Barne doesn't attack her car thinking it's some kind of monster like Goku did in the original, because she had taken trips to the city. She's she had already seen what cars are and everything else like that. And she actually does like exploring the city on her own, providing that, you know, after Grandpa Gohan goes fishing and trades in some of the fish for zenny, some of that zenny being like Barne's pocket money for helping him out with chores and such, she's quite happy to spend days in the city buying ice cream, going to fast food places and things like that, experiencing what the world really had to offer. Of course, the nearest city being Orange Star City. And, well, with Bulma now into the picture, Barne is basically intrigued to meet another girl she could play with. And Barne's still not over familiar with cosmetics or anything like that, but after being introduced to Grandpa Gohan and why she's there looking for Dragon Balls, Grandpa Gohan would give Bulma the Dragon Ball on the condition that she let Barne accompany her. After all, Barne's a seasoned warrior in her own right. She'd be able to protect her, because it's clear that Bulma can't look after herself out here. And, of course, they have to tell him whether or not the legend is actually true. And this would mean that Barne gets to see more of the world. And, well, Barne has to admit that she is getting a little bit bored, you know, just going to the city all the time and buying things and eating ice cream all the time. So, this would be quite the adventure for him. So, as Bulma would drive along in a car, Barney's just sort of following alongside, flying with her. And, well, she does stop to, at the restroom, and Bulma is attacked by the pterodactyl monster like in the original, but Barne doesn't fall for any of the talking dinosaurs' trickery, and pretty much takes it down right then and there. Well, kid, I'm certainly glad I asked you to come along. And so, they are basically off once again, and basically camp out. And, with, thanks to Barney's trips to the city, she has experienced, you know, what, actual cooking is like. So she doesn't run off going, you know, wolf hunting or anything like that. At least not at this point. And, actually does sit down to a meal with Bulma. And they basically stand up chatting. She's wanting to know about her parents, and Barne has not... She does have a bit of a memory about her parents, but not much. And basically, she fills her in that she's actually a Saiyan from planet Vegeta, and that, her parents, died years ago. She didn't fully understand what it was, her parents were protecting her from, but all she knew that some sort of, thing was coming to destroy the planet, and that it was unavoidable. That's basically all she understood from that, and that her father died trying to fight off this thing. And it's quite the tale, and Bulma's quite interested in this. And basically, Grandpa Gohan had adopted her. And Bulma just basically, well, you're lucky you found yourself such a nice old man to take care of you. There are a lot of creeps in this world, trust me. And well, with forcing Barne to take a bath and brush her teeth and all that, it was time for night and to go to bed. Now the next morning, Barne wakes up pretty early, and she's going through Bulma's belongings and finds the makeup kit. And she saw Bulma, you know, using it before, and that it, you know, made her look a bit more nice and presentable. So Barne was sort of curious about it. She grabs the little pom-pom with the powdery stuff on and just puts it in her face, and powder's like everywhere. She's trying to put on lipstick, and when Bulma comes out, she's like, ah! scared at the sight of Barne, who looks pretty much like a crazed clown. Just completely white in the face, the lipstick like crazily wrong. Like you could almost mistake her for Universe 11's Destroyer God. And basically, Bulma just couldn't help but laugh, and washes her face. Helps Barne wash her face. Is like, I'll tell you what, tonight I will show you how you really do this. And after that, Barne decides to get a little bit of exercise, which is when they meet Turtle. And so, just like in the original, they decide to help out the Turtle. Bulma pretty much arguing a little bit with Barne, but Barne just points out the fact, what if it were you? You really should treat others the way you'd like to be treated. And what's that supposed to mean? Well, you can go on if you want to, just don't come crying to me if some dinosaur eats you. And of course, this makes Bulma see the error of her ways, and so she goes with her. And of course, this works out much like it does with the original, with Barne being able to, thanks to them helping the Turtle, Master Roshi awards them with the Flying Nimbus, and of course, the Dragon Ball. Now, to get the Dragon Ball, this is where things differ a little bit, because Barne knows enough, not to take Bulma's things off, and understands when someone is being pervy and nasty. This actually forced Barne to battle with Master Roshi to defend Bulma's honor. And it's quite a hectic fight. Master Roshi was not expecting this, but he begins to realize that those moves, and the fact that she knows the Kamehameha, that, hang on, child. Are you the granddaughter of Gohan? I remember him mentioning something about a child with a tail. That must be you. How else could you know those moves and my Kamehameha? Wait, you're Master Roshi? Grandpa Gohan had told Barne all about Master Roshi and Grandpa Gohan, and basically Barne apologizes for her rudeness, but Roshi basically apologizes back, and because he knows he's out of line. I mean, come on. Ah, you did the right thing. I was out of line. It's me who should apologize. Now I can see why you weren't able to fly on your Nimbus Cloud, Master. Oh, hush up, Turtle. Blame an old man for having some fun? So, I guess if you're the one protecting these Dragon Balls, I suppose I can let you have mine. On one condition, that when this is over, you will train with me. Roshi offering to train Barne in the Turtle Hermit way of training, and that is an honor for Barne to have the same master that the very same man who took her in. And so, basically, with that, we get the whole we get Master Roshi saying he's a friendly goodbye to the duo, and he is back on his way. And so, I think, at least for now, this is where we're going to leave things. So, what did you guys think? How was this for the start of the Pilaf saga? I'd probably imagine the rest of the Pilaf saga will probably work out mostly like it normally does, but I thought it was a pretty good start, and at least Barne has a pretty decent education already, and at least know a lot about the whole, about how the whole how people socially interact work. So yeah, I think this is a good starting point to leave off for this series. So anyways, like I said, leave your thoughts in the comments below. Don't forget to like and subscribe. And hey, we'll continue this discussion at another time. Don't forget to spread the video around if you think there are other people out there who would enjoy this story. And I will see you guys again next time. Catch us later.